Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Hello, folks. Happy New Year to everyone who has been unto this kind of life that God has granted unto us up to date. And people are now struggling to make sure that the living is unto their position again. So here we are. We start up this kind of the platform right now. It's one-on-one live coverage that we're going to be handling from the Banana Boy plantation, as we're going to be just making sure that we are tackling much of the issues and sedimental issues that has been already, we are already put into a dilemma, and people are talking about, hey, Gintu, this and this and this, but we have to get forward, guys, as this is much of the things we have to do, because I talked about we have to change, and this is the change going to be coming, because much of the people going to be talking about, Gintu, we need the content here coming from the, no. It is kaboom. So here we go. It's one-on-one that's going to be covering every asset and every issues that we're going to be tackling, and this is much about the change. And the change, whenever the change is going to be coming, I've just seen much of the people are just outside there talking about, hey, Gintu, we are losing such of the focus and this and that. Nothing is lost as a focus, guys. We are still on the position and intact, as everything going to be coming to you live, and it's one-on-one, because I've seen much of the reactors. I told you guys once upon a time that a reactor is a reactor, and whenever I told you, look at right now, they are now coming to Gintu, and I'm really sympathizing with such kind of the reactors, yet I was the one who is just giving them the contents outside here, and right now they are just destroying their transformer. I don't know where they are going to take this kind of electricity from. I don't know where they are going to tap electricity from. I don't know, and we are just making sure that everything is coming to live, and it's one-on-one, because I've seen much of the attacks are coming in. I don't know if it's because of I don't know if this kind of the reactors, how they are just developing themselves. I don't know. And I talked about January going to be the changing year of Gintu, making sure that the construction will be coming. We have to play hard, and we have to know that kind of the issues going to be coming again and again and again, because much of the YouTubers here, I can see from Nyabwanza talking about, oh, is it going to be coming? Is it going to be coming? You know, even some period of time, the master KG talk about, it came out and talk about, hey, you know, even I don't know if the construction will be coming out. So everyone is just being tuned, guys. Don't lose focus. Don't ever be intimidated with anyone. So let's stick together and make sure that Gintu are moving forward. And whatever you're just, guys, I'm the person who cannot even delete a comment. So if you put a negative, it's maybe adding some added values. If you put a negative, a positive, everything is good. A comment is a comment. So the fact is, one, we are coming out to clearly make sure that people have seen talking about Gintu, you have to clear your name or you have to apologize. Okay, guys. And all of these sorts I've already checked, because much of the WhatsApp people are just reading, and I've just checked how the WhatsApps are just communicating, because I've seen much of the reactors telling their subscribers, go and unsubscribe from Gintu. I'm just sympathizing with you, because we have to move forward, guys. If you're first time you're watching this kind of the video, if you are being tuned, share the video so as you can just subscribe, like, share, so as we can groove together. It's not a must that they have to go and say that Gintu, you have to unsubscribe, because much of the right now, because I've received much of the people talking about, oh, look at this kind of the reactor who is just talking about go and subscribe. So we are just sympathizing, because we have to move forward as a team. And the people are talking about Gintu want to be like the master. I'm never, and I will never be like that kind of a person, because whatever is coming, clearly it's one-on-one live, because how the things are going. You know, we have a principle in law that is called a law of voluntary and fit injury. This kind of a law, it's muchly fitting most of the reactors and contributing to their own injury by making these inflammatory attacks, which is the odyssey, the tactful odyssey they're just using to make sure that Gintu is put out of the segment, because they have seen how the impact is coming. They have seen it, because you know, guys, there's something that people never expected to come out. It's something that they never expected, that Gintu could become a very big, strong reactor who is now making sure that is making things to follow up. Because I've seen people now coming out, opening legs here and there, talking about, oh, these kind of the things have to be holded, I have to do that, no. Go and subscribe. Or whenever you see a comment that is written, okay, this kind of a person, I'm going to unsubscribe from this kind of a person, you are just commenting there, yeah, we have to do it. It doesn't matter. We have to move forward, and everything gonna be very fantastic, because whenever we say that the people will never leave you, even God ever saw that such kind of a thing, because when we are even attacked from Kenya fraternity, we were told that, you know what, no one will ever come, all the people are going to support you, even God is seeing them people, but they came because we have to move forward. So whenever you see that maybe today it's me, but tomorrow, no, it's you again. So how the things going to be coming, guys, I have to accept and know that we have to move forward. So for everyone who is being tuned, thank you very much for you being into this kind of the portfolio. Positive vibes always, but the negatives also recommended, because you have to rectify where the mistake going to be coming to. And you know, guys, whenever we talk about this kind of the contribution, they are contributing to their own injuries. Why am I saying so? Because by making these inflammatory attacks, and does not go well, and with this kind of the spirits of legitimacy, because how the things gonna be coming, everyone is talking about, hey, Gintu, go and now apologize. But guys, the fact will come out, because whenever I tell you that I am one-on-one, I mean that it's one-on-one. I leave now the bonds to be chewed with the other people. So as whenever I give you the fact about this is what is gonna be trending, and this is what gonna be coming, it's not a lie, because I know what I'm doing. As a fact, everything will just come out in an open, because I give people a prior to the subject, how it's going to be coming. And also, I think this kind of the people have already been heard, and people are now going so as they can just support them, because if they're always a little bit vacant, so at their hearts they're talking about, oh, I never knew that if this kind of the period will ever reach. So for them, they're talking about, oh, it's going to be very fantastic, but the other people are seeing it as a tactful odyssey that I'm using. But the real fact about what is coming out, it's clearly. So what I can just urge people is let's focus and make sure that everything is coming to you live, and it's one-on-one coming out from this position live. So you know, we have to make sure that the lighting is lighting here. Fantastic. So here we go. So that is how, guys, the thing go, and we have to make sure that everything is so fantastic as we tackle this kind of the issues one-on-one, and it's just live here as we just make sure that the commencement is coming out. The banana plantation is so there are so many here, so we have to bear with the circumstances. Hey, the light is lighting here, and we have to make sure that we are positioning ourselves where at least we can be seen. Exactly. So here we go, guys, and this is the report that we have for today, and we really sympathize with how the actions are coming out, but we have to move forward, because it's not the first time. I told people at the first thing that this kind of the reaction that people ventured into, they never knew the law, the rules and the law that govern the reaction team. But we have to come out clearly. So as whenever you hear this kind of the issues, because I saw Black Beauty has been already, subscribers are driven out, talk about Miami Kitchen and everything like that one. So everything has to move forward, because they are now bringing the talk about the attack and to my own philanthropic staffing, because they know that, oh, this kind of the things will not be not handled very, very good, because they are now throwing into a pogromatic way, and we have to move forward, guys, that this is the fact. And whenever we are just going to be starting much of the things that are going to be coming to this year, because it's a faster and it's a happy new year, we have to gauge our own things and our own principles on how we're going to be judging. And before you come to the conclusion, they're just attacking Gintu, not knowing that the other side, how is it going to be? Because no one can ever come out to clear the name that, oh, I have ever done it, I've never done shenanigans. No, they will ever talk about, no, I've never done it, I've this and this and this and this, so they can just clear them. But the real fact is one, things are happening right now outside here, and it's a fact. So whenever it will come to a bombshell, and people will talk about, oh, Gintu ever talked it, and we're going to be storing the videos. They're going to be coming once upon a time. So guys, if you are tuned, thank you very much as we just go on with this kind of the perambulation that we are driving, so as we can just clear our names. Because everyone is talking about Gintu, can you go and apologize, this and this and this. It's going to be coming so injury, yeah? And we talk about no problem, we shall make sure that we are apologizing as the way they want it to be, and we have to move forward also. So the fact is one that apologizing is not a big issue. Apologizing is not a big issue, but the fact is one, Do you think that the other side is right or the other side is wrong? How do you want to judge? How do you know that I captured much of the receipts? I have them, and the fact is going to be coming out. So the real fact of what is now being handled, and let's not throw each other in a pogrom, because I've seen even Nyabuanse here, people are talking about it's because of their reluctability, because I cannot be coming out together. The fact is one, people are talking about the jealousy thing, as they're going to be coming out to tell us, oh, you know what, Gintu, it's because of now is the reactor from Nyabuanse and this and this and this. You're going to be holding the reactors in Nyabuanse. You're going to be having the three amigos. You're going to be the one who is the transformer of this and that. You're going to be the master of this and this and this. So they have to tarnish my name. They have to come out to talk about, oh, Gintu this, Gintu that, Gintu 3, me, ne. Everything going to be coming out. And we allow them to talk. And this is the real fact about what we have and how we shall just be into this kind of the situations. And we have to know how to handle our situations, and also how to come and clear the situations that have already got us. It's not that we are God, guys. We are even human beings. So other things we might be, we have sleep. We have to sleep sometimes. So we have to get forward. So I'm not 100% pure. And I'm a human being too. We have errors. I'm not even a computer has some errors. 98%, which is a complete, and it has an error of 0.1% or 2%. So it determines which kind of a computer you're using. Maybe it's embedded computers, or we can talk about the computer that used transistors, or it's a computer which is a first, a third, second, third, fourth, fifth from there. So right now we have even developed one, the 5th generation. So the errors were being fixed. It's not that even a human being, the more we are in generations, we have some of the errors that we have to clear. So this is the fact. So by now they are bringing a lot of a consternation and discombobulation of spirits of rotation, in terms of this kind of the spirits that are going to be holding in incubus and succubuses. They have to bring some it's called probobulation, and also discombobulations, and all the combos that they're going to be bringing. So we have to adhere with the circumstances, because we are also the reactors. We know that one time it will come to Gintu, it will turn to another person, so it has to rotate. Even we talk about Nyabuanse is a drama, I'm going to be venturing into my own things here. So as whenever I'm starting my own things, we're going to be making sure that we are moving forward as a team, and it's one-on-one. So guys, if you are there, cheers and kudos to everyone who is being watching the video, and we're gonna make sure that we are moving forward as a team. And also all sorts of the words coming to me, you know, this kind of the words, because we have subscribers are talking about Gintu, I want to confirm, I want to do this, and much of the people are talking about Gintu, can you send us this kind of the videos, this kind of the things? But whenever I deny, now they're coming to the comment section talking about, oh, I was respecting, I was doing this, now you are becoming like the master. I will never be such kind of a person, because whenever I talk about I'll never send them to anyone, it means that I'll never, because some of the people are now tarnishing it, talk about you never sent it to me, now I have to get away. So it's something that we have to clear our own legitimacy, our own aptitude, our own aptitude. So we have to move forward. For the people who are talking about Gintu this, Gintu that, we are just talking about humor sometimes going to be coming, and I'm just a person who stands with my own orders, and that's the fact. So even this kind of the reactors who are coming out talk about Gintu, they have to talk about it, because the fact can come just once, because everyone is looking for the food to put onto the table. So it's not that the person who is attacking me is now doing good, then whenever I talk about this kind of the person did this and this and this and this, now they're coming out talk about, oh, Gintu because of the female. Now we can just check it this way. It means that when you attack a female, it's now becoming like you are bullying a female, but they know that the mistake has been done. That's the fact. But whenever you attack a man, it means that now you are in a right position. I don't think if it's that's the right thing for how I can just see it in a third eye. And now it means that we are now going to be told that now you have to attack this kind of a person, but not attack this one. But you have to tell the truth about this one, but not tell about this one. So they're going to be coming out. You're going to be waiting for much of the things to come out, because right now it's Gintu all over, all around, because it's now the trending name, and you're going to be coming out clearly, because they have to talk about it, talk about it, so as we can just groove together as a team. And they'll come to an end, because drama is always coming. From Nyabuanse it's always drama. And whenever we talk about the drama gonna be coming, it means that every time we're gonna be hearing this kind of the dramas in this Kabis and our Sakabis area of where we are. All the sorts of the words that are gonna be coming to me, they are aggravated, and that's the fact. Look at how this kind of the words are coming. They are already synthesized. People cannot gauge themselves. They're coming out to clear other people's proposal. It's just some people are talking that, oh, Gintu, why are you talking this? Because of the views. No one is here for the views. And if the person is in YouTube, don't think that, let me tell the subscribers today, because maybe the people don't understand this. Whenever a content comes, no one knows that this will go, this will not go. And the ones that you know that will never go, they're the ones that will go. And the fact comes once that, these other people who are doing it now to attack Gintu. What are they attacking Gintu to do? So as you can just sympathize with them and talk about, oh, now they tarnish Gintu's sympathy and Gintu's aptitude. And that's the fact. We have to accept it, because I accept, because I know this is the life of the reaction. We have to make sure that they are coming and we are going. We are coming, we are going. They are coming, they are going. Exactly. So guys, let's bear the circumstances. That's how the thing flows. And if we want to flow with it, we have to flow with it meticulously. Whenever you talk about everything is aggravated, you can understand everything is aggravated. They are irritated, it's the same. They are irritated, they're just rotating there. Irritated, irritating. So as everything will just come out that this kind of a person is about. Because whenever you see one spot, because I've ever talked about, whenever I give people a hint about this is what is containing here, and this has been contained there, it means that they will just irritate it, make sure that it is irritating so they can come back. What are they looking for? But whenever they come to talk about Gintu, you're looking for the views, which is I sympathize with some of the people, and we have to acknowledge it's coming. The attacks now are coming to Gintu, but wait for a little bit of a moment. They'll just run away like Safari Rally. It's gonna be coming because I give them a little bit of time, and whenever they finish it, the irritation, it's called irritation. Irritated, irritation. It's always coming out. And that is the real fact about what is coming out from this Nyabuhanse Esquire. And they are very annoying sometimes, because whenever a person is now can feel good to attack Gintu, but he cannot talk about, this kind of the other person, this kind of the other person. But we have even the female who are attacking male. So why are they not talking about, you are attacking Gintu? No, don't go and attack this. There are some of the subscribers who are already in terms of they can never leave Gintu, and that's the fact. They are here to make sure that everything gonna be coming closer. Thank you very much for everyone. We did it because of you guys. That's why we always talk about, we have to be so energetic and jovial enough, as we're going to be making sure that we're contributing to our own philanthropic alizbaji. And here we go. It's one-on-one for everyone who is being tuned. Let's move forward as a team, because this kind of the perambulation and the tactful odyssey that is coming, we have to make sure that we are sorting it out clearly, and it's one-on-one. So because of the annoyance that's coming out, we cannot act about the annoyance that's coming, because we know them. They are there, even them, to look for the views. The same way they're talking, Gintu, you're looking for the views. It's the same act that this kind of the people also, they are looking for the views too, using my name. But people cannot go there because they want to go there and make sure that now Gintu is tarnished properly. And people are making sure that Gintu is dismantled and vanished. But this is still the time to go, because Gintu is Gintu. Guys, much of the things that are going to be putting out, they're natural. They're coming out one-on-one, because much of the people are just sitting down in one corridor, in one door, in one this and this and this, not even going to their own homes to check on what is just backfalling or what's backfalling to their own conspiracy. Why are they, guys? I'm just going to give you the final result of what is now coming out from Nyabuhanse right now. As I finish this kind of the story of attack, we're going to be making sure that I'm solidifying everything. And people will go to suffer. People are going to suffer. And I'm telling you that as a fact. People are going to suffer. Wait for it. Because I'm the tactful coordinator. and ordinator. Exactly. So here we just make sure that everything's so fantastic. And also, guys, this kind of the people also, the reactors are also coming in a way that from talk about aggravated, from aggravating everything, they irritate everything. From irritating everything, they throw people into annoyance. Whenever they know that now annoyance is not working very properly, they now disillusioned. They now put some things into disillusioning. They have to disillusion. They have to make sure that, they have to elude their own elutancy. They have to talk about, this kind of, we can call it unconditional circumstances. They have to talk about this, talk about that one, so as Gintu can be tarnished. That's the fact. And they have already thrown me into an imbroglio and in programmatic way. But we have to move forward as a team. This is the fact. Let me tell you guys the facts now that are going to be coming out. And the fact about this kind of the people, look at how many reactors are reacting much of the videos, and why are they reacting from Nyabuhanse only? Do you think that there's no drama in Kisii? There's no drama in Mabera? There's no drama in Sirare? So you have to look at it in a third eye. So if we turn to talk about there's no more attacks that are going to be coming, or that kind of the issues, you have to solve them as Nyabuhanse, because I'm starting it. And that's a fact, because everyone who is a reactor has to make sure that Nyabuhanse is the spot for reaction. Nyabuhanse is a spot for this. But what if we now change? Is that reaction going to take place? Or am I wrong? So it means that everyone, look at all the reactors. Every reactor. Do you think that reactors from Nigeria, they don't have drama in Nigeria? Why are they attacking in Nyabuhanse? Look at it in a third eye. Do you think that people in Western Kenya, the reactors in Western Kenya, do you think that there's no drama in Western Kenya? Why is it Nyabuhanse? Do you think that reactors in Nairobi, you know, people were in Nairobi, do you think that there's no drama in Nairobi? Why couldn't they give us that? Where is Ikonini YouTube channel coming out with much of the things, synthesizing that even this kind of the things are solved this way and gonna be this way and this and this and this way? Do you think that Nairobi doesn't have drama? There's another guy, most of the reactors, they are from here, but they have ventured into Nairobi, and they are reacting from Nairobi, and they're talking about, we have to solve nonsense. Solving is not that we have to be, even they say about a long stick cannot kill a snake. So it's a fact. So we are now making sure that this kind of the people are using Nyabuhanse only. Do you mean that all the places, why is it that only Nyabuhanse cannot react in Nyabuhanse? Because we are the people who are seeing what is reacting in Nyabuhanse. But you can find a person from I don't know where, but that's the fact. It's coming out. Are we going to make sure that this kind of the sorts, are we going to cover them out? How are we going to do it? Because a person can talk about, whenever you talk about the other group, guys, we have now to put our differences aside. If we are talking about this kind of, the issues has to be solved this way, but we go with them this way, I don't think if that's the correct idea of how we want to solve the issues. But to solve the issues about this is how we want to move, but in a systematic way. That only Gintu has to be attacked, and people can feel good whenever a German is attacked, but whenever we talk about this kind of the female one is pathetically bringing some discombobulation ideas. Guys, we live in an era where bad people are canonized, but the good people are demonized. That's the fact. And when we come clearly to identify the pogromicity that's coming out from our own areas, from where we are standing. It means that we have to look in the third eye. If we don't look keenly, we're going to be told about, oh, these are the only best people. They have to saunter to the front seat and be given the mic so they can just celebrate in front, and we know that they're canonizers. But the people are demonized. They're talking about these are the bad people and they should not be given the priority. Don't see a cry from a woman and think that the cry, it's the fact that she has never done it. It's the fact it is coming. It's going to be coming. Because every aspect, if it's not coming today, it's going to be coming tomorrow. If it's not becoming tomorrow, it will be coming in the future. We have to see and rectify our mistakes before. And the little adventure that I've seen from the real society we are living right today is that everybody tries to make sure that this kind of the people, this kind of a person, because of this kind of the issues, this kind of how things will be coming. Look at when I used to give out, and I will just make sure that I'm giving the quantitative and give the report on what is coming out clearly. They could celebrate with Gintu to talk about, hey, you are the real. Whenever it comes now to the real fact about now the reality and to the field, people now tarnish and talk about no Gintu into this kind of the things we are going to unsubscribe, which is a fact. It is there. Because not everybody will ever celebrate with you until death. No one will ever be with you. Even if you are sick, not everybody will come to you, because whenever you are in a live situation, no one could just come and talk about, hey, this and that. People are coming and talking about, hey, you are the real one, this and this and this. But whenever you're thrown into a pogrom, you're thrown into a psycho way of psychonizing your own aptitude. Now you'll be talking about, oh, you'll ever see one friend from I don't know where, one friend from nowhere. Even the people from your own background, you talk about now, you used to do this and this and this, now do it. That is the fact. So for the real things that are going to be coming out clearly is that we should make sure that things that are going to be coming out from this kind of the position going to be coming one-on-one, as other people will be just chewing the bones. And the fact is coming out clearly that if I will stop making sure that this kind of the drama is not coming from Nyaboase, I don't think if this kind of the reactors who are reacting upon, oh, Gintu this, Gintu that, Gintu oh, and we'll be seeing them coming out again, talking about, oh, Gintu is warning reactors, Gintu is doing this, Gintu is that, Gintu is that. They're going to be coming out. What they want is a content. And I've ever talked to this. Reactors are there for the content and the views, not even anything. Because anyone who has ventured into YouTube, guys, no one can ever tell Gintu that why are you uploading a video? If I was there not for the views, why am I uploading the views? Why am I uploading the video? So sometimes you have to look at it in another eye. Not talking about, oh, it's because you have uploaded this so as you can get views. Nobody is in YouTube who is uploading a video with no intention of getting views. That's a fact. Everyone who is now coming out, but they are mentioning the other name and putting Gintu there, but you cannot go and talk about, no, don't use this kind of a name again, and use just Gintu, tarnish Gintu. It's a fact. It's going to be coming. Because no one sees it that this kind of a person has this and this and this. And it's because of staying strong and making sure that no one going to be intimidating. So if the other party that was being accused could not just talk about, oh, this kind of a person they have ever intimidated, have ever been talked about, are going to be attacking you, because it has already come out that some of the reactors and the YouTubers are going to be attacking me very, very soon. I've had the report, but the fact is one. We don't fear anything. And for the fact, I'm just revealing it. I fear no one. And for the people talking about, oh, we're going to be coming, we're going to be coming, we're going to be doing this, There's no dull moment in Gintu ever since before, because we have to make sure that everything is coming out clearly. Now I can just receive even the abuses from this kind of the people from the we talk about some of the subscribers from the overseas talking about, oh, you are very stupid, I don't know, this and this and this. It is there because a human being, only one thing, only one sleep, and it's not even a sleep from me. It is just a fact, but people talk about, oh, because of a cry, and people talk about, oh, it's a fact, this is what. Because of a cry, you think a cry is becoming the reality. A cry has an impact. To an African society, a cry has nothing to offer. Have you ever seen in an African society? Right now, it's a 21st century. If even you cane your son or you cane your child, it's becoming a thing that people tell you that don't moralize this kind of a child. But to the real fact, if people could be there in the 19th century and 20th century, people are being caned, people are being hit like Cherokee drums. Even people will be, a person can just take a log of a tree and hit you like a Cherokee drum. Why? Do you think that even in the ancient time, yes, we are not going back to that kind of a period. It was an era. But those people lived in a way that it was so fantastic. A woman has to stand strong. Even if you have a mistake, a man can come and hit you like a Cherokee drum. But the fact is one, you'll cry and you'll come again to continue the life situation. The fact is one, some people ever acknowledge that, oh, we have ever done this. But the fact, much of the people have also been helped already to come out from their own pogromatic ways. They have come out from their own synthetic ways. They have come from the sand, because they were crying, talking about, oh guys, I have a problem, this and this and this. But whenever I come out mentioning now, people have already gone there to sympathize with such kind of the people. Now they are coming to tarnish Gintu's name, talk about, oh, yeah, this and this and this. Not knowing that the same people are now enjoying the fruits. So it's called about I suffer, they get, or they suffer, we get. That is the history of the reaction. Either I suffer, they enjoy, or they suffer, I enjoy. That is the reaction we are talking about in Kenya. That's the reaction you see a person from Nairobi can react for the people who are in Nyabohanse. But just try to configure or to confront such kind of the reaction he has done or she has done. You will see the impact. That is what we talk about. They only want somebody from, but not them. And when we talk about such kind of the issues, we come out with such kind of the stories that we really sympathize with the person who thrown this kind of Nyabohanse into such kind of a pogromatic way, into such kind of a perambulation, a tactical odyssey that's ongoing. Because you can see it clearly that this kind of the generation we are, it's because of a phone. A phone has brought the change. Not even, it's the technology, not a human being. It's the technology that's diversing. Because it's because of a phone. I can just talk about, whenever we are talking about a phone, I mean that people in the YouTube site of Nyabohanse, once upon a time they were told, do you have a phone that has a camera? Yes. What are you waiting for? If you quote such kind of a word, that if you have a phone that has a camera, is it cameraing? Yes. What are you waiting for? So it means that either you are thrown into making sure that you use the camera vividly, or use the phone vividly. So the impact of some people coming out, and I want to clarify this out. Don't talk about this kind of an issue, it's because of the views. Nothing like views. That's a fact. I'm telling people as a fact. Everybody who is in the system of YouTube is looking for the views. That's a fact. And for the real reason, that's why you can now see, every time you see any impact in Nyabohanse, everyone is dropping into. Right now, They're trying themselves. They're trying themselves to come out. But whenever I start talking about, let me now tell you the fact about all the reactors, they will cry. They will cry because I have an intelligence. Whenever I venture to one person, talk about I venture to any reactors in Nairobi, they'll suffer. Whenever I talk about I want to venture in the reaction of Western Kenya, they will suffer. I talk about a reaction in Nigeria, they will suffer too. Because it's the fact that we have our own things that whenever we venture into, they don't acknowledge that themselves, they're going to be coming to the same scenario. They're going to be attacked again to the same scenario. So as a fact, let us not perambulate our own things, not knowing that the other person was part of the team. And I said it. Reaction will never see who is Gintu, who is this, who is Mugesi, who is Ernesto. No. And this is the same tactful odyssey that people are talking about. Oh, Gintu has ever ventured into this, into that. That's how we are moving. It's the same of what we call cloning. A cloning, it's the same act where in the previous times, in 19th century, in ADs, 350 ADs, there was this kind of the Anopheles mosquitoes. What were they doing to treat any disease transferred with the female Anopheles mosquito? They were using penicilliums. They were using much of the things, much of the herbs to make sure that this kind of the disease is defeated, as called malaria. But to this time, how much has it changed from penicillium to today? What are they using for today's edition to make such kind of the medicines? They have tried their best because malaria are going to be the biggest disease that has killed very many children, very many people. Because people have never been seeing the real malaria, because this kind of Anopheles mosquitoes are cloning after they have just received this kind of a tactful thing that's going to be defeating them not to engage or talk about transmit some of the diseases. They have to clone, and this kind of the penicillium, it came to be the part of their reaction. They could just uptake it, then they can just transmit the disease. It's the same tactful odyssey I'm talking about, because Gintu, whenever you gauge where Gintu has come from the fish farming, I just made the fish farming from my own site. I transferred myself to the villa so that I could just do there, the fish farming. From that villa, I did catering and accommodation. I did VVIP cooking. From there, I started feeding the fish. They reached the process of feeding. From there, I did transport, making sure that I'm transporting these people from this position to another position, and making sure that I was relied on. I could be just sent. From there, I changed the niche. Now I am the one who is going to look and to eat first the food before the master could get and eat the food, because I was sent to a certain party before. Why am I saying so? It is cloning. You will not stay in one position. Even the Bible says a man should not eat only fish or bread. You will not stick on the bread only. You will have to change other diets. That's why we have leguminous, we have cereals, we have bananas, we have this and this and this. So as people can uptake, and as a fact, the same as the YouTube platform, if people have never discovered it, how are we moving? Look at from that time now, I came out of the villa. I started agriculture, talking about siting the banana plantation, talk about the maize plantation. Talk about now I started chicken farming. Talk about animal husbandry. Talk about goat skipping. Talk about dairy cattle. Talk about dogs. So I am evolving. I came out to make sure that now I'm moving from that. I started even cleaning the rivers, making sure that the fish farming is part of the program again. Huh? From there, I moved from that one. I came to the reaction whereby I started telling people how the party had a negative impact to the society. And from that kind of the party, how it has a negative impact, we came out to mention who are this kind of the, talk about the people who are affected with the party. If the party was ending, and the people, how did it end? How is the impact, how the people uptaking it? Was having a different, or it was having a challenge? The same. From there, we mentioned who were the molesters. We are moving. From there, we moved from the molesters, those kind of the stuffs about even if you bring it out, it will be nonsense. It is forgone because we go with the trend. The YouTube is a trend. If you don't trend with the trending vibe, you are wrong. You are already misconceptionized. You are already thrown into a pogrom. You have to go how the system goes. And how the system goes, it's how the daily life situation goes. From that kind of the molesters, we started a program of making sure that this kind of the ladies should go to school. It was compromised. We stopped about it. We started another one. Talking about now we have to give the ladies, so as because you have seen this kind of the ladies are being defeated with the border with this kind of the male who have money, and it's because of the essential things like sanitary needs. We talked about the pads. Now I think we are out of the pads already because people are opening the school. We talked about now we have to go forward because of the nudity. We talked about the nudes. It's now becoming a fault again. So we have to introduce another one, and we are the people who are making it move. But when you attack the transformer, I don't know who is going to be giving people the move. We're going to be moving, yes, but if I don't give you the real impact about the village, people will stuck. People talk about, oh, Gintu was the one who is giving us. Now, whenever I give people that this is what is happening in terms of the Nunik, they came out again to talk about, oh, Gintu, you could have not talked about it. But the fact is, there are same people talking about this kind of the person has said about this one. If I did it wrong to say about this one was doing wrong, what again coming back to say that, oh, Gintu has attacked that one and mentioning the name. So who is using who again? If you can just get that kind of a point I'm trying to grit out. People see the impact of the same person who did it, but not knowing that the same people are coming behind. Why couldn't they say that, oh, we are not going to react upon it and check about the reaction? People can only react upon a video that they know it is having a sell. It's having a sell. It's having views. Have you ever seen a person like a reactor from Nairobi, from Western Kenya, from I don't know where, from Nigeria, talking about, guys, today Kenya is harvesting maize? Who? Where? Where? They want to talk about what is trending, what can trend, and that's views. But whenever you want to attack Gintu because of telling you the same impact, the same point of talking about this is the impact, now you want to talk about, oh, Gintu, you are looking for the views, which is insanity, which is not going with the trend. The trend and the vibe is there. Look at even right now in Kenya. Look at what is trending. They're talking about Kasongo, hey, Kasongo. People are going with the trend. It was last time. You can talk about how even Kenya is moving. You cannot tell me right now in Kenya, you can start talking about, oh, those demonstrations that was held in Kenya, or this kind of the people are killed, oh, this is the... It is bygone already. Focus on what is there. Right now is abduction again. And if we talk about the abduction is not there, we talk about, okay, the other one thing, develop. Even the music. Whenever we hear that, oh, today's music is so fantastic, today this is fantastic, tomorrow there's another one going to be coming, and this one is defeated. Look at the TikTok. If you want to go to the TikTok platform, look at the real fact about the TikTok platform. Whenever I talk about TikTok platform, you see even the trending songs. This one, even the song that trended, and it's trending for a week, 2 weeks, it's done. Another one comes in because everything has to develop. So why can't we understand that there's development in terms of reaction? there's development in terms of people also. So don't attack Gintu because of coming out to clear and clarify this kind of the things have been thrown into such kind of the pogromitic way, and talk about, oh, Gintu is now the bad person because he's a boy, and this kind of a lady, she has ever done it, and she's at a position of having children, and we don't have to attack the person like that one, but is an term of the reaction team. So how can we just make sure that this kind of the things are ending? And guys, the fact is one, let everybody do and make sure that we are moving forward. What we want is, let's move forward. Let the reaction continue, but not gauging the equality. Talk about gender sensitivity. Talk about this is a man, we should just make sure that we are roasting this man. But whenever it comes to this, we have not to filter this. Why are we again now talking about the Kenge fraternity, and there's ladies there, and people cannot sympathize, talk about, oh, this kind of a person is now from the rivalry, she's now a mother, lactating mother, let's spare her. But whenever we roast, they talk about, yeah, I don't know why. Whenever we talk about, a person talks about, oh, whenever I'll poo, I'll just be coming for you, and talk about, yeah, this kind of a person is a silly person, no. She's a lady too. Or it's because she doesn't have a child. She's now pregnant, I think. Let's wait for it. And this is the real fact about what is ongoing and to Nyabuhanse, and which is the trending subsequent that gonna be having out throwing people into a pogromitic way, and we have to move forward as a team. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the things are going to be coming to you live, and it's one-on-one, guys. And whenever you are, wherever you are, Happy New Year again. And I'm just cherishing and making sure that everything is coming to you live, one-on-one. Guys, go check if you have reached this kind of the segment. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Guys, if you can come out and help Gintu, let's move forward. And we should not just put our differences that, oh, Gintu is talking about this and this. We have to move forward. We have cloning. We have cloning. Things change. A thing cannot stand. Look at the other staff of Mr. Cecil, died already. Talk about the staffs of hacking Mugesi's channel, died already. Talk about the staff of making sure that people are not molesting the girl child. It's dying already. So whenever things come, they have to pass. Let's understand and we move forward. Am I communicating? Guys, help Gintu, and it's a +2547 0049 0047. It's a +2547 0049 0047. And we can just cherish together as a team and make sure that we are moving forward as a team also. And by doing this, guys, you can just talk about Gintu. I have this kind of a super chat coming to you. Fantastic. And you can just redeem and we make sure that things are coming to you live. And it's one-on-one. And here we go. There's no much of the intimidation. But this kind of the people are coming to Nyabuhanse talking about, oh, we're going to be attacking this kind of a person. Can you just make videos? Make videos. The same way we were told. Make videos. Consistency. Then we'll come to get Gintu where he is. Because I'm always having 2 videos to 3 videos a day. So whenever you're coming to attack Gintu, I'm just sympathizing with you. So let's move together as a team and we make sure that everything is so fantastic. So much of the things will be coming because it's evolving. And we'll just think about Gintu is trending for a whole month. It's not compromising. We have to go forward as a team. Keep it tuned, keep it locked.